The appearance of God became one of the moments that caught the attention of One Punch Man fans. The reason is, this is the first time a God figure appears in physical form after previously he only appeared in the form of wind. It happened in a flashback that recounted the moment where the homeless emperor got the power of God. God then reappears in the Monster Association arc, where in the story he takes the power he gave to the previous homeless emperor. Not only power, God also took the life of the emperor because he was considered a failure in his duties. Besides the homeless emperor, another character who also gets the power of a God figure is Psykos-Orochi. There's still no clear explanation of the figure of God so far. Fans themselves are still waiting for information about this figure, and many fans hope that the information can be revealed before the Monster Association arc is over. One of the big questions from God is about his origins, and many fans speculate that his figure lives on the moon. But before we start this video, please smash that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe and click notification bell, or you will miss future anime videos. How then can fans give rise to speculation that God lives or comes from the moon? One of the clearest and most visible clues is how Yusuke Murata often presents the moon throughout the Monster Association arc. In some moments, the moon becomes the backdrop for the battle between heroes and monsters. The fans themselves consider the moon as the eye that is watching the fight. And the most epic, of course, is the figure of God who appears and stands on the moon, revealing his figure before then he takes the power and life of the homeless emperor. And in the latest chapter yesterday, we also got other concrete evidence related to this speculation. In chapter 167 or chapter 212, there is a panel showing the moon with a large hole in the middle. At first glance, it appears that the moon and the hole or crater look like the former Saitama's previous epic battle. However, if you look towards the hole or crater, there is something interesting. Seeing a shape similar to the back of a person in the crater. And speaking of the back, this is of course directly connected to the figure of God who in the previous chapter appeared to be curled up or bending his body. This seems to confirm that God is indeed currently being sealed. However, the question is, where is the sealed God? With the various clues that exist, as well as clues from the latest chapter, it's very likely that God is sealed on the moon. The God who was sealed in the moon was also a plausible reason why he then tried to find an avatar or container. Previously, he had given his powers to the homeless emperor as well as Psykos-Orochi. The goal was to find out if they really deserved to be a vessel for God's body and power. How then do we know that God is looking for a vessel? This he revealed himself when he was about to take the homeless emperor's life. In addition, we also know this information when God communicates with Garo. God said that Garo could be the vessel, although there is no complete certainty. But slowly it seems Garo has started to lose consciousness and God is starting to take over Garo's body. At least, that's what Bang felt when he saw Garo's cosmic form. Based on that explanation, the current God still couldn't do much because his body was still sealed in the moon. He only relied on other people's bodies, which became the vessel of his strength to spread terror and horror. So, as long as his body is still sealed in the moon, and the moon hasn't been destroyed, then God still won't really appear. The next big question is how to defeat God when his real body is sealed. Let's just wait for the continuation of the story in the upcoming chapter of One Punch Man.